Father Lord.
So the palm oil industry is wide. Nigeria is supposed to be ranking one of the third exporters of palm oil, but we are ranking, I think fourth now. I think one other country or third.
Number 5.
Okay, we are ranking number 5. All right. So that is the vision behind Palm Crest. Talking of security, because I've gotten these questions like, has RevTop done project like this before? What are the securities in place? What if anything happens to the company? How will I get my money back? Number one, talking of the land we are using for the project has C of O. The land has C of O, a verifiable one. That if you want, we can release it for you to go and check. So it has C of O. Talking of the crops, there is insurance on the crops. So those of us that are aware, we release insurance policies a while ago. That's to ensure that if anything happens to the crops, everybody gets compensated. That your money is not lost. Because this is Nigeria. And also talking of experience, who are the people, who are the partners managing the farm? Just last week, some of our team were in Abuja. So we are now certified by Ogun. For those of us that know Ogun, they are the Oil Palm Producers Association of Nigeria. They have the certificate and the capacity to export palm oil outside Nigeria. Okay. So we are in partnership with them. And also, in few weeks coming, before this month will run out, our certificate as a member of Chamber of Commerce will be out.
Great.
So we are not putting people's money together to go and relax. Because I've gotten these things on the group that what is RevTop doing on phase 1. Phase 1, to give you update, planting is fully completed. It's 1,000 hectares of land and we fully planted. I was talking to somebody as I was coming that the fencing of phase 1 is going to be commencing the end of this month. We are still negotiating with the materials we are using because we are not using block. Because it's farm. To those of us that know that iron that they used to demarcate road. So that's what the barbed wire, the strong one, that's what we're using. And for maintenance of who will be in charge of the farm, who are the people on the farm. You can see that for phase 2 we are building. You can see somebody is carving something there. That's for people that are doing nursery planting. People that are doing nursery planting for this phase 2. So people have always asked me that if I invest, how long will it take for my investment to start counting? And I've always let people know that the moment you make initial deposit, this is what happens. On the layout, we go there, we mark that, okay, Mr. A has bought this portion. Then we send information to our farm managers. They start preparing your nursery. They start preparing your nursery immediately. So the moment you complete payments, we move them to the main site. Why didn't we plant for people the moment they start paying? If you pay initial deposit and we plant for you, you can come back tomorrow and say we are not doing it again. Am I right?
Yes.
So that would be a loss of the company. So that's why we ensure that the moment you complete payments, that's when planting starts for you. And also, which document will I get if I buy? Can I resell in the future? Can I manage it myself? Now, this property gives you full ownership access. You will be given deed of assignment. For those that have made the initial deposit here, those that have bought here, you see that you are given receipt and contract of sales. That's why we advise that you go through the contract very well. You go through the contract very well. Then if you have any question, reach out to our team. Reach out to anybody that is your middleman or whatever. So you reach out to your team on the questions you have regarding that. So after deed of assignment, upon completion of payment, within period of 3 months, we are going to process your survey, your deed, allocation letter for you. That gives you that in tomorrow, if you can come up and say, this thing, I don't want to do it again. And we can say, okay, fine. You want to take over your land, you are free. You want to manage the palm plantation yourself, you are free. Last week, we were in the Ascentium Capital office in Abuja, and they are proposing to us that they want us to release 1,000 hectares of this portion to them.
Wow.
To those that know Nimasa, we were in their office in Apapa. I and my colleague with one other one. Those of us that know Mr. Daniel, we were there also. Nimasa is aiming for 1,500 hectares. This place. So it's not like this company just sprang up somewhere and people are having trust issues. If we are doing something that will not last, we will not involve government bodies. If we are doing something that will not last, we will not involve government bodies. That's what I tell people. That is why when you ask for our EFCC SCUMO certificate, we'll release it. somebody have reached out to me that if anything happens, who will I report to? I said, you're fine. So I said, you're fine to report to EFCC, there's Lacera. Because RevTop also have agreed. Now, talking of if RevTop has done agro investment before this and that, to make it clear and to bring it to the limelight, to those of us that know RevTop back way 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we did rice farming in the north. We did rice farming of about 1,000 hectares of land in the north. We also did soya beans farming. And apart from this, we are seeing here, the company also have a private palm plantation farm that is not for everybody. So it's not that we just sprang up from somewhere and we just did buntu, whatever we call it. So it is something that is backbone. And if it's not legal, it's not legit, we will not involve government bodies. We will not involve government bodies. All right, so to cut the whole story short and to ensure that we all ask questions that we have, we're going to be taking questions. If you have any question that I have not answered, if you have anything about anything I said, feel free. Like I tell people, I never get tired of talking. I'm born for talking. All right, ask your question.
Yes, what I want to know, I'm a farmer. I retired from Nigerian Post Authority, but as a farmer in Ikorodu, I want to invest and I want to invest in this. But what my question is this: for the acres of land, you said for the 1 acre you have 60 plants.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm thinking that isn't that a little bit small for 6 acres for 6 plots?
Yeah.
That's a bit small. And secondly, the payment spread out.
Yeah.
How do you do that? If you say you want to buy 2 acres now and you pay half of the money, so what is the payment schedule going to look like?
All right. Thank you so much. Starting from the first question, isn't 60 palm trees too small for 1 acre of land? Now, for those that, I don't know if anybody has done palm here, there's always 8-meter gap. There's something that happens to palm trees from the starting stage that if you did not set up well, and also for fertilizer proper distribution, because the moment palm trees begin to grow and they are not able to absorb enough nutrients, and to those of us that are experts here, whatever happens to it from the first year affects it for life. Especially this one that we are talking about, because we here we are planting tenera. Tenera is something that you need to be very careful dealing with, because it's the one that yields more and it's the one that is more demanding in the market. So talking of the payment plan, if you make payment, how do you spread? We have different payment plan. We have for 3 months. 3 months we give interest free. If you make initial deposit for 1 hectare today, within the next 3 months, you interest will not accumulate. But the moment is entering into the 4th to 6th month, I think there's extra 200,000. I think the 5 years. So we did 3 to 6 to, I think we have 12 months. 12 months. So the thing is that the interest will keep accumulating. The reason why interest accumulates is this, because one thing we always say is that land, if you buy land 200 naira today and you go home and tell your neighbor I want to sell this land, you will not sell it 200 naira. So as we keep it for you, the value is increasing. And the maintenance on the land, we are incurring money. So that's why we add interest on it. All right. Next question. Okay.
Yeah, the first one. This phase 2, when did it start? Because I believe it was been online for some months. So if that is the case, there are some people that will have also purchased or subscribed. So I would like, is it possible for us to at least see not the nursery planting, the either acre or acres that was assigned to them? How did you guys do it? How do you guys allocate it? That's one. Yeah. Then number 2. On the area of return on investment, are you guys issuing post-dated check, or how do you do the remittance? Then lastly, on my side as well, I wanted to ask, because you said something that once you pay, you automatically have ownership.
Have we demarcated the this thing? The layout, we have it in the office with us. We have the layout of the demarcation, just that it is not allowed for public, because it's carrying people's name. And as part of protecting people's privacy, I will not release your full name to somebody confidentially. Because we are dealing with issues like that now in our office, and our legal team are currently on it. So that's why. But the moment you complete your payment, on allocation, you will get a survey. And on the survey, I'm sure that on the day of allocation, the layout will be printed out like this. So you could see where yours is. I'm saying this because people have also asked me, how will I identify my own? Promise people that in the next few years, we are going to remit. And also before then, we ensure that update is going out daily. That is why there's nobody that will say they invested and they did not have somebody, transaction manager or a realtor. If anything is happening, you can call your realtor so time and say, what is happening on site? We tell people that if in the next 2 years, Restop and say we'll do this, and in the next 2 years you're not hearing anything, you're not seeing anything, go to court. Yes. That's because we are trying to assure people that I've met with somebody online. The person said, anyway, as you have your documents, there's a listing. People have also asked that, why didn't we collect the account number down now that they are paying? I can collect your account number. You are using UBA, and in the next 2 years, UBA will offend you. You will change UBA. It's Nigeria. So the thing is that we are trying to ensure that a year to return on investment, there will be one-on-one. And before then, I assure you that the portal will be out, that everybody can be able to track. And also, Crest is not an investment that Restop is fully managing. It's an investment that every year there will be stakeholders meeting for every investor to deliberate, to tell, this is what I'm saying. No, at this point, I want to take it myself. I want to. Now, for you asking, can I plant myself? Can I plant any other thing? As long as it's mine. You are allowed. If you are the one managing it yourself.
So even if it's not palm tree, you can do anything.
You can. But one of the reasons why we are saying that we manage it is because apart from the oil, one of the visions of Crest is that we become palm tourist center. That we have art and craft. For those that know palm trees, it's from palm trees that they get all these hamper baskets, something. Yes. There's a lot you can get from it. Because there's also a plan in place to have a research center that people can come and do research about palm business. As of next month now, some of our delegates are going to one of the biggest producers of palm oil in Nigeria, in Benin, to go and do a proper research on how we can maximize every bit of the palm tree. So I don't know if I answer your question or this.
Sorry, just briefly. On the area that you said that someone can manage by himself, in that aspect, does the fee of Crest comes down or it still remains the same?
If you're managing it yourself, because people that we are managing for, we are doing 80-20. That's because of fertilizer costs, transportation, marketing, administrative and everything. So if you are managing it yourself, because the company is going to put a lot of services in place, even if you are managing it yourself, you will see use the company's rule that is put in place. Security. So in that place, we are going to be charging service charge on anybody. No, it's not 20%. It has not been decided now because it's 4 years that it will be decided. Before that 4 years, things can go up, things can come down. So we don't want to fix now and in the future. We are all in Nigeria. We know how people have been dragging. I pay so amount to this person and they did not deliver. So that's what we are trying to avoid.
I want to know how to verify the property title on Crest itself, because I want to buy from Crest and I want to know that they are the owners of the land.
All right. I think that's a very simple question. We'll release the survey to you and the file number. You go to land office in Abeokuta. You search. You chat it. So if you chat it, the name you will see is Restop Homes Crest. All right. If you make payment today, within 72 hours, you get your receipt and contract of sales. Receipt and contract of sales. Within a period of 3 to 4 months, your deed and survey will be out. After completion of payment.